This video is brought to you by Key Solution Management of Alaska, Alaska Fast Cash, and the Alaska Democratic Party. Today, we're coming to you from District 20, which covers downtown Anchorage, Government Hill, and Fairview. For 16 years, it's been represented by Les Guerra, a well-known and outspoken Democratic stalwart. But he's not running this time.
It was a hard decision. I kept going back and forth on whether or not to run again, and made the decision that 16 years in a row working with politicians in a row is a lot, and so I needed a break from it.
After 16 years, Les has seen it all. So we asked him what he's looking for in his successor.
You gotta stand up for what you believe is right. I think people can see if you're faking it. People can see if you're playing games, and if you really believe it, people can see that too. I think you have to do that. And in this world, it's fake to say that every politician agrees with every voter. Like politicians run on that. I agree with you on everything. That's fake. And so I know that there are things that I've stood up for that people disagree with. I mean, that's just reality.
Les seems to think the youngest candidate in the race, Zach Fields, embodies that.
I think Zach has the qualities you need to be a good representative. You can't just show up there with opinions. Zach works really hard. Zach is really bright. And in politics, if you have a good idea, it doesn't mean the door's not going to get closed on you. You need to pound your shoulder through that door until you pound through the door. And I think Zach will do that.
Honestly, most conversations at the door are, oh, you're endorsed by Les Guerra, you've got my vote.
This is Zach's first time running, although he's no novice to campaigns. He's the insider in this race.
This is a really tight-knit district. People know each other, and it's great to go around and knock on doors and get to know people better and talk about issues and values that we all care about.
The values of District 20 are more progressive than the majority of Alaska, but there are some things that Zach says all representatives should get behind.
Where we are today, I don't think there's much question that there has to be some sort of POMV or a similar structure to have a sustainable budget. That's not the only thing. It's got to be part of the solution.
So if Zach is the insider, Elias Rojas is the activist.
Over the last couple of years, I've been working, trying to pass a statewide non-discrimination bill in Juneau. Went down there for a couple times, or 2 or 3 times, and really saw what was working in Juneau and what wasn't working. And I felt that I could have an impact with my skills of organizing and building coalitions.
Coalition building is huge for the eccentric and fiercely progressive downtown district.
I think folks are really looking at this race and the opportunity to choose between, 3 pretty good Democrats as an opportunity to put some change into Juneau.
Change like the district recently went through when Tom Begich was elected senator in 2016.
We're just interviewing Elias Rojas for the profile, and classic downtown fashion, Tom walked up and said, "What are you guys doing?"
Tom Begich also happens to be supporting Elias.
Elias and I go back to, just really working on civil rights issues and working on, basically working on grassroots community organizing. And that to me is what makes it all work. So any one of these 3 can do a great job. I'm looking forward to serving.
Out of the 3, Zach is the insider, Elias is the activist, and Cliff Groh, he's the policy wonk.
There were 2 candidates who had already entered the race and had lined up some endorsements. And I looked at my phone and thought to myself, why not Cliff Groh?
Cliff has been around Alaska politics a long time.
In 1981, 1982, and I was heavily involved in the passage of the bill that created the permanent fund dividend we have today.
Cliff isn't exactly your typical politician.
Too many times in Alaska, I have seen candidates run for office who want to keep their heads down and they want to get elected and maybe think if they don't make any waves and maybe do good constituent service and smile a lot, they think that maybe they can run for a statewide office or perhaps get well-paid, lucrative lobbying gigs. That ain't me.
That also ain't Les Guerra. What does he plan on doing after 16 years in the legislature?
I'm going to try and do what most people do, which is try and still make the world a better place, even if I'm not in office. And I'll try and find a role to keep working with foster youth. And I've been speaking about people about that the last few weeks, and so I'll probably do that. And if people want to listen, I'll probably keep my voice out there on things that I think are important, just like everybody else should. And I'll probably find a way to do that.
A big thank you to all the people from District 20, and a special Landmine shout out to the Rustic Goat and Fire Island Bakery. Join us next time for a similar profile of a House Republican primary. This video is brought to you by the Alaska Democratic Party, supporting Democrats all over Alaska. Key Solution Management of Alaska, providing quality accounting services and helping the community. And Alaska Fast Cash, providing pawn and payday loans with locations in Anchorage, Wasilla, and Fairbanks.